Where is he? Well, probably up here. I think I hear someone. Oh, I'm a little worried. Oh, it's unlocked. I think I can hear him in there. It sounds like he's eating. Harmonia, is that you? Hey, all you cool creatures. I'm Cryptid. Welcome to the Cryptid Plays YouTube channel, and today we are playing more Life Cycles. Last time we played the kidnapped route, which is where the Ladybug, Harmonia, kidnaps our main character, the Aphid, Oggie. Now we are playing the secret friends route, where Harmonia and Oggie become secret friends while Oggie continues his life in the glade. Now, of course, there are content warnings that I have to provide you with. I would say that this route is just a little more horror-oriented. So, the content warnings include kidnapping, blood, gore, cannibalism, and there is a scene that is pretty disturbing that depicts dismemberment. So, viewer discretion is advised. But with that out of the way, let's get started. Alright, we will be starting from here, but we're going to try to not get kidnapped. So. What's happening? Everyone, stay back. Well, if it isn't a glade full of snacks, this must be my lucky day. And just one measly ant guarding things, huh? This shouldn't be too hard. A ladybug? How did it get past all of the other ants? Stay back, beetle. These aphids are under the protection of the Great Queen's colony. We won't be handing them over so easily. Oh, soldiers assemble, accidentally clicked through all that, but you know, if you watched the other route, then it's fine. Jeez, you're annoying. Now, where were we? Oh my god. I need to go and get help, quick. Hey. I accidentally turned on my smile. I was clicking the wrong button. Is everything alright? You're running pretty fast. Ladybug, Western Glade. Attack the ant. Get to the resting quarters. We'll take care of this. Okie dokie. I need to get to the resting quarters. Alright, I guess I have to go this way. Hey, Bean. Oh, Oggie, thank goodness. You're okay. I heard from one of the ants that there's a ladybug in the Western Glade. I was so worried that it would get you. Ants sure are fast. I'm glad everyone got here so quickly. It's just one ladybug. It may have knocked that one ant down, but I doubt it could take on a bunch of them at once. That dream of yours, it must have been an omen. What are the odds that you've suddenly been dreaming of a ladybug, and one suddenly appears after so long? An omen? I don't know about that. It is a strange coincidence, but I've been having that dream for a while. I don't think it really means anything. Well, I'm just glad you managed to get away, and I hope the others will be safe too. Me too. That is our main defense as aphids, though. Our numbers. We're not strong or fast like ants. We don't have sharp teeth or venom. Our only strength is that there's too many of us to eat in one go. Me getting out of there was just dumb luck and nothing more. Oggie, are you okay? Huh? Yeah, sorry. Just spacing out. You must be tired after all that running. Let's get some rest. The ants will take care of everything for us, like always. Right, like always. Mr. Aphid, you came back. Of course I did. Have you been good? I have. I haven't bullied any other bugs, not even aphids. Good boy, all right. I've got some more honeydew for you. Yay, 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 yay! He's so cute. I wonder how old he is anyway. He's pretty small for a ladybug, so he can't be very old yet, but I don't think that he's that much younger than me. Hey, Mr. Aphid, will you stay and play with me today? Huh? Play with you? Yeah, no other bugs want to play with me. They either run away or they try and eat me. Poor kid. I know most other bugs don't stick around to look after their eggs once they're laid, but it doesn't seem like he has any siblings to play with either. I'm sorry, little guy, but I actually have a job I need to get to. A job? Are you a grown-up? No. I'm still a kid, but sometimes even kids have jobs to do. You'll understand when you're older. But I'll come back again tomorrow, okay? So keep being good. Okay. Oh, before you leave. Everyone's still here. Guess the ants must have dealt with the ladybug problem. That's good. I wonder what time it is. Cute. He's sound asleep. Better not wake him. Okay. Little sleepy aphids. They're all so cute. Oh. Well. It's so dark out here. I've never been out in the forest at night. And it's been a long time since I was out here alone. What am I even doing out here? Well, good question. Okay, here we are at Harmonia's house. It's a tree, but it's clearly being lived in. Is this a part of the ants' colony? A second base? Maybe? Now that I think about it, didn't they used to set up base somewhere else before they moved into our tree? Maybe this is one of their old bases. Yoo-hoo. Looks like some sort of pouch. I shouldn't open it. It's not mine. Wonder what this is used for. Smells sweet. Carrots, a decent amount too. Looks like seeds, no grain. Bread. What's this? It smells nice. I probably shouldn't eat it though. Someone else clearly gathered it. Yeah. A plushie. It's rather crudely made, but it looks kind of like an aphid. A plant. It smells nice. Someone's bed. I probably shouldn't mess with it. It's a bucket of water, but there's clothes soaking in it. That's weird. It's locked. Well. It's locked. Alright, I think maybe we go down to the river? Ah, the river. I almost forgot this was here. I haven't been here since I was little. It's the ladybug from earlier. He's covered in scratches and wounds. The ants really did a number on him. I guess that's what you get for trying to take on a whole army. He's lucky he got away in one piece. Is someone there? Stay back. I may be injured, but I'll still mess you up. He's delirious. I should just leave him here. Whatever happens to him, it doesn't affect me. Besides, he tried to eat us. If he dies from his wounds or gets picked off while he's lying here, that's good for us, right? Please, don't leave again. You promised. That house to the east. I wonder if that's his. If I take him back there. Yep. I wonder, is this where he lives? It's quiet. It doesn't seem like anyone is home. This must be his house, right? The bed looks about the right size for him. And there's a similar scent in this room. It must be his. All right, big guy. Down you go. I should probably get out of here before he wakes up. I'm not naive enough to think that being saved by an aphid will suddenly give him a big change of heart. I'm not even sure why I did this. If the ants find out, they'd probably consider me a risk to the colony's safety and throw me out. Don't go. Cute. Oh God, oh God, oh God. What do I do? He's holding me so tightly. His mouth is so close to my neck. Is he gonna... Okay, calm down, Oggie. You can still get out of this. He's wounded and delirious. You can handle him. Just wriggle away. Gently. His grip is too tight. I can't squeeze away. Oh God, why is this happening? How could I have been so stupid? Why did I try and do the right thing? Please stay. You promised. Why does this feel so familiar? Are you okay? Jeez, you had me worried there, little guy. What are you doing, sleeping here all alone? I guess this place is probably safer than most for such a little bug to take a nap. I guess it wouldn't hurt to rest my eyes for a little bit. Oh, it's so cute! Mr. Aphid? You came back. Of course I did. I told you I would. I know, but I keep worrying one day you won't mean it. Oh. I promise if I say I'll come back, I'll come back. I won't leave you all alone, okay? Some days it might take me longer than others, but I'll always come back. Okay? Okay, it's a promise. Ah! What the shit? I completely forgot where I was. Oh, music's way too loud. Apologies. I completely forgot where I was. How did I manage to fall asleep like that? An aphid? Did I actually get away with it after all? No, you did not get away with it. If you mean capturing an aphid, that is. I found you down by the river, half dead, and I dragged you back here because I assumed it was your house. I do remember crawling down to the river. Did I really get my ass handed to me by a bunch of ants then? You certainly did. You shouldn't have underestimated them. I mean, honestly, what were you thinking? Charging straight into an ant colony? That's basically a suicide mission. Why are you yelling at me? You're pretty mouthy for a mouthful. Eat. Look, if I hadn't found you, you'd have been eaten by some bird or bigger bug by now. And even then, I didn't have to help you after you attacked our glade. But I did. So, show a little gratitude, okay? Fine. Thank you, I guess. Not that I really needed your help, but... those ants really did a number on me, huh? I guess you did do me a solid. The question is, why? I can't tell him it was because he was crying in his sleep. I don't know. I just couldn't bring myself to abandon someone in need, I guess. Wow, so noble. You know, you shouldn't have done that. Why not? Whoa. Don't look so petrified. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just saying, not everyone else in my position would be as willing to just let you walk away. Most predators aren't going to be so touched by a random act of kindness. They're gonna take advantage of an easy meal. I know that. I'm not stupid. The only reason I'm still here is because someone got a bit too cuddly in their sleep. Wait, what? Oh, sorry about that, I guess. It's fine. Just don't go treating me like I'm naive, alright? I chose to help you, so I'll live with the consequences of my choices. Got it? Live with the consequences of your choices, huh? Guess that's what I'm doing right now. You did get hurt pretty badly. What were you thinking? There has to be a better way to get food than that. I mean, sure, but you guys are the only aphids around for miles. And I needed to find an aphid. Is he a picky eater or something? Oh, it's definitely or something. Guess I underestimated those ants' speed. They were all over me before I even knew it. Well, whatever. I'll be more careful next time. Might as well clean up for now. Wait, next time? What did you mean by next time? Ain't it obvious? I'm not gonna just give up after one try. Learn from your mistakes and all that. Now I know what to expect. I'll have an easier time getting what I want. Oh, and don't worry, I'll leave you alone. You did save me and all. I'm not the kind to look a gift horsefly in the mouth. I appreciate that and all. But what about my friends? I'm not just going to stand by and do nothing while you come and eat them. Well, warn them then. How many friends have you got? Can't be the whole glade's worth, right? I technically only have one friend there, but that doesn't mean I'll just let all of the others die. If I said I was going to warn the ants, would you try and stop me? I mean, I guess I'd have to. I need an aphid, and if you're gonna get in the way, then I wouldn't have much choice. It's that or get my ass kicked a second time. Why do you need an aphid, though? Are you that much of a picky eater? No, I'm not a kid. I don't know. I need one. Call it instincts or whatever. I just know I have to find one. Well, you found me. There, you did it. Problem solved. Now there's no need to eat anybody else. Man, you're a spunky little guy. I like you. Spunky? Alright, so say I don't bust into the colony again. What do I get out of it? Well, I'll be your friend? What's with that expression? I'm serious. You seem lonely out here, all alone in this big house. And besides, friends look out for each other, right? So I'll help you get food in other ways. I'll share my honeydew with you, so you don't have to go and eat any of my other friends, okay? Honeydew? It's a sweet liquid us aphids produce when we eat enough sap. That's why the ants look out for us like they do. They protect us. And in return, they harvest our honeydew. I can't imagine they'd be too happy about me sharing mine with a ladybug, but what they don't know won't hurt them, right? You're a real brave one, I'll give you that. But alright, I'll take you up on your deal. You help me stay fed and I'll leave your home alone. Alright, it's a deal then. I should probably get back to the colony before someone notices I'm gone, but I'll come back tonight. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to it though. If you don't show, I'll take that as permission to wreak havoc. I'll be here, okay? No havoc. Oggie, come on, wake up already. Aw, crap, I overslept. I guess that's what I get for sneaking back in at the crack of dawn. Morning, little one. I hope you're feeling well rested after yesterday's encounter. As well rested as I can be. That's the spirit. You did a good job yesterday getting help. Let us know if you see anything suspicious today, alright? Yes, will do. Is it just me, or are there more ants than usual today? Morning. Good morning. Such a sleepyhead, Oggie. What are we going to do with you? Sorry, Bean. I had trouble falling to sleep last night. Well, I guess I can't blame you. You did have a stressful day. It must have been terrifying seeing a ladybug up close. You have no idea. Well, I should probably get to work. That sap isn't gonna eat itself. Okay, I'll see you later. Sorry, but the western glade is off limits for now. We're trying to figure out where that ladybug got in from and tighten the colony's defenses. Take it easy today, okay? Right. It doesn't look like there's much to do around here today, and the ants are on high guard. They're probably going to be guarding the exits through the night, but maybe I could look around for a stealthier way out of the glade. Stay sharp. Never seen a ladybug before. Are they all ladies? No. The harvesting section, huh? Well, they're probably not doing much there today. With all the chaos yesterday. Maybe I could look for a way out around there? I don't really need to go in there right now. Wait a sec. What's this? Ah, there we go. So if I can just get to here tonight, then I should be able to sneak out no problem. I guess for now I should eat up and get some rest. I'll need all my energy for tonight. Surprised we couldn't get caught. Here goes nothing. Hey, Ladybug. Oh, hey, you made it. And here I was starting to think you'd bailed. I wouldn't bail. I had to sneak out, though. So it took me a bit of time. Had to wait for everyone else to be asleep. Sneak out, huh? Man, those ants got you under lock and key. Well, if a certain bug hadn't trespassed and tried to kidnap us, it'd probably be a lot more lax right now. A lot more lax, huh? Something tells me that's a stretch. Anyway, let's try that honeydew you were talking about. Right. Okay. Huh, so it comes out of your abdomen. That's a little awkward. The ants usually, milk it from us and store it in jars. But we don't really have access to them. Otherwise, I'd have just brought some of that. Wait, so you guys don't get to keep any of it? I mean, why would we want to? Not to spoil your appetite, but it's essentially waste. It's the byproduct of eating sap after we've gotten what we need out of it. It just happens to be really sweet. And ants love this stuff. By the way, this is all true. Huh, so it's not like honey where you guys make it for yourselves? Nope. A lot of other species like it though, apparently. The ants were just the first to approach us about it. I was pretty young at the time, but they found our glade and offered us protection in return for access to all the honeydew we make. Since we're going to be making that honeydew either way, I guess it seemed like a pretty good deal at the time. The ants get food and a place to live. We get bodyguards and people to clean up after us. At the time? Makes it sound like you don't think it's such a great deal now. It's not that exactly. I appreciate everything the ants do for us, sure. They put themselves in danger to protect us from predators. Us aphids don't have much in the way of defenses, you know? So we owe the ants a lot. It's just, I don't know. Sometimes I wish they let us do more on our own. It feels like they don't take us seriously sometimes. Like they all see us as a bunch of children. More like livestock. It's not like that. It totally is, though. They keep you guys for the product you make. That's like the definition of livestock. Okay, but we're a willing party who negotiated with the ants. We're not livestock, just allies. Hey, whatever helps you sleep at night. Damn, this stuff is good. Holy crap, it's so sugary. It tastes nostalgic? Nostalgic? I don't know, just familiar, I guess. Must have eaten it before. Somewhere. Alright, well, I think that's enough for tonight. Already? Stingy. Did you want more? I'm already at half tank. By the way, this is a little awkward with them being humanoid. It's a less weird with just bugs. No, I guess that's fine for now, but man, that's pretty tasty stuff. I can see why the ants want to monopolize you guys so bad. Yeah, so I guess it's safe to say we have an arrangement then? I give you honeydew and you leave the glade alone? Sounds like a deal to me. Good. Oh, I just realized we never told each other our names. I'm Oggie. Oggie, huh? Cute. Name's Harmonia. Pleasure doing business with you. Same time tomorrow? Sounds good to me. Alright then, I'll see you tomorrow. What a strange guy. I never thought that a ladybug could be so agreeable. I don't know how much I can trust him, but he hasn't tried to eat me yet, so I think he's safe enough. Alright, time for some shut-eye. Morning already? Now, I think this is where we can start for the bad or neutral end. One of the neutral ends. So, either I can not talk to Bean or I can ask a specific question. Morning, Bean. Oh, good morning, Oggie. You sure do like to sleep. It's not that I like to sleep, I just have trouble relaxing at night. That's all. You say that, but even before the ladybug attacked, you were always a sleepyhead. Was I? I guess if I have weird dreams, I tend to oversleep. Say, Bean. We are gonna say never mind. What is it, Oggie? Never mind, it's nothing. I'll see you at breakfast. I accidentally skipped through that. Morning, take care of where you step, alright? Sorry. Doesn't seem like there's gonna be much to do today. Maybe I should just eat and rest up for tonight. Maybe check in with the others if I haven't yet. Let's just eat and rest. There's not really much to talk about these days. I guess I'll just fill my quota and hit the sack. Alright. Oh hey, didn't hear you come in. How's it going? It's going good. How are you? This feels so strange. Not just to be talking to a predator like this, but to be talking to someone from outside of the glade. It's kind of exciting to be able to have someone to catch up with, where everything they have to say isn't going to be about Sap or the ants. What's with that face? What face? You just look like you're in an extra good mood all of a sudden. That happy to see me? Am I really easy to see through? I was just thinking that it's kind of nice to have a friend from outside of the glade. That's all. Say, you wanna go somewhere tonight? You mean besides here? Yeah, the forest is usually pretty dead at night. The only birds are owls, and they don't care about little guys like us. Well, okay, what did you have in mind? Whoa, an island! I've never been on an island before. I mean, you've hardly left your glade, right? I don't come here much because it's usually flocking with birds, but it's pretty peaceful at nighttime. Did you just want to have a nice view with your dinner? Aw, come on, give me some credit. I thought you'd like a change of scenery. Was I wrong? No, you weren't wrong. It is really pretty here. Well, go have a look around. Knock yourself out. Ooh, some berries. I wonder if eating stuff other than sap would make my honeydew taste different. Careful, there might be frogs or turtles sleeping in there. Oh. I can see the shore from here. We're not that far away. But the river is a lot wider than I thought. The water is pretty calm here, too. Guess it has been a dry season. Having fun? I am. Good, I'm glad. What are you doing? Come on, lay down next to me. Oh, wow. Okay, is it weird that I kind of want them to actually be like romantic partners? Friends are good too, so. The sky, it's incredible. I know, right? You can't really see it well from inside the forest with all the leaves, but out here you get a clear view. This has been above me the whole time, and I've just never taken the time to look at it. Even if the trees were blocking most of it, did I never even think about what was up there? Why are you being so nice to me? Huh? Am I being nice? I mean, you took me out here because I hadn't been outside the glade much. You didn't have to do that. We could have just stayed inside while you ate. Well, you said we were gonna be friends, right? Isn't this the sort of stuff friends do? Hanging out, going places? I guess I wouldn't know. What about all your aphid friends you were so keen to protect? The truth is, there's really only maybe one bug there I could call a friend. And even then, sometimes I feel like he's kind of annoyed with me. Like if I talk too much about other things than the daily stuff we always do, he gets distant, disinterested, and he'll either change the subject or suddenly have something else he needs to do. It gets kind of lonely, to be honest, and I guess the fact that I'm surrounded by people makes it feel worse. Like, I should be fine. I'm never alone. There's always someone to talk to or keep me company. But there's nothing to talk about, and it all just feels hollow. It just makes me even more aware of how alone I actually am. Sorry, that got a lot heavier than I was expecting. No, it's fine. That sounds really rough. Being alone even when you're surrounded by people. To be honest, I always felt a little jealous of bugs like you guys and the ants. Having a whole colony of other bugs like you, that sounded so nice. Never being alone. I don't remember much from when I was still larva, but I know that I was alone when I woke up from my cocoon, and I've been on my own ever since. Ladybugs aren't really the communal type, you know, and because of the lack of aphids around here, we tend to view each other as competition when we do run into each other. So, I guess it's good to know that that doesn't automatically make you less lonely. Grass is always greener, right? Well, I guess neither of us have to be lonely anymore, right? Yeah, I guess you're right. They're so cute. Alright. Think I have to go over here. There's no ant guarding the glade. Maybe I could look around and see how Harmonia got in the first time. It would be helpful to have multiple routes out of here. Wow, it's completely empty. I guess everyone must be a little scared to come here after the last time. It has been over a month since then, though. Now let's see, how did Harmonia get in here? That looks a little sus, but I'm not sure. Let's see. The foliage is pretty dense here, but if I look a little closer... There's a hollowed section in this tree. The ants must have made it and forgotten about it. If I just follow this path, then it should take me out to the eastern glade. Alright. It looks like I can make a jump for that section of the tree from here. Not sure about getting back this way, though. There we go! Did it! Ha! Who needs wings? I bet Harmonia will be surprised to see me in the daytime. Where is he? Well, probably up here. I think I hear someone. Oh, I'm a little worried. Oh, it's unlocked. I think I can hear him in there. It sounds like he's eating. Harmonia, is that you? Yep. Oggie. I mean, remember, he is still a carnivore. Well, insectivore. Oggie, wait. That was a person. Another bug. He was eating another bug. Why? Why was he eating another bug? Wasn't the whole point of me coming here so he didn't have to do that? I think he still needs to, little buddy. Oggie, wait, come back. Why? After all that, why does he still... Oggie, please, just wait. Wait for what? I saw what you were doing in there. You killed that bug. Yeah, and Look, I know it probably wasn't very pleasant to look at, but you know that I eat other bugs. Why are you acting so shocked? Not pleasant? Harmonia, you killed someone. I thought that the whole point of me feeding you was so that you wouldn't have to hurt people. Oh, Oggie, I think there might have been some misunderstanding. I can't live off of honeydew alone. It's got like 0 nutrients. What? But I thought... I only agreed to not try and hunt your buddies because you saved my ass. The honeydew was like a nice bonus at first, but I mean, I liked spending time with you. I thought the honeydew was just an excuse for us to hang out. I thought that you knew. So, all this time, you've been hunting other bugs and eating them? It's what I do, Oggie. I'm a ladybug. I need to eat other bugs to get the nutrients I need to survive, otherwise I'd die. The ants can live off of the honeydew just fine, though. Ants are omnivores. And besides that, I can guarantee ya they're getting other stuff on the side to round out their diet. I'm an insectivore, Og. It's just the way I'm made. I can't do anything about it, no matter how hard I try. Leaves make me sick to my stomach. I can digest grains, but they don't keep me full. I've tried fruits, vegetables, a bit of everything, but at the end of the day, there's only one way for me to survive, and that's by eating other bugs. I thought that you understood that. You're making me seem like the bad guy now. Well, he can't help it, so... That's how you see me then? The bad guy? That's not what I said. No, that's fair. I guess I should have figured prey species like you wouldn't just be okay with my kind of lifestyle. So I guess that's it, huh? Guess I can't say I blame you. In my defense, I did try to do my dirty work when I thought you wouldn't be around to see it, but I guess I should have expected something like this to happen eventually. Why are you talking like this is some sort of goodbye? I mean, that's what this is, isn't it? I can see the disgust in your eyes, Oggie. I get it. You thought I was different, but I'm just another monster, right? No. I'm not disgusted by you, Harmonia. I feel so stupid. Hey, are you crying? I thought that I'd found some way for us all to get along and live together without having to hurt anyone. I was so proud of myself for having figured it out, like everyone else was just overlooking the obvious. I'm such a dumb kid, thinking I was making some profound difference. Oggie, I kept thinking the ants were wrong. If I'd just stayed with that little ladybug, we could have made everything work. We could have stayed friends and lived together. But eventually, my honeydew wouldn't have been enough for him. He'd either starve to death or have to hurt me to survive. Little Ladybug, what are you talking about? When I was little, there was a little ladybug. He was still a larva, and he had trouble finding food on his own. I tried to help him, but all I could do was give him honeydew. All that time, I always told him to be a good boy, not to hurt any other bugs, and just wait for me. But all that time, was he just going hungry because of me? Was he suffering because I was forcing him to live by my standards? Og, don't cry. Hey, come on. I never saw him again, Harmonia. What if he died? What if he starved because of me? You were just a kid back then too, Oggie. You didn't know any better. You thought you were doing the right thing. It's not fair, though. It's not fair that someone has to suffer, no matter what. Either I get hunted, or you starve, or some other innocent party gets hurt instead. Why isn't there a way where everyone can be safe and happy? I don't know, Og. If I had the answer, I'd have given it to you by now. Come here. Come on. It's gonna be all right. There you are. I've been looking all over for you. Are you okay? You lied, Mr. Aphid. Huh? What are you talking about? You do think I'm a monster. Just a nightmare. I must have cried myself to sleep. What time is it? I can't believe I was so naive. And then I went and made Harmonia feel awful too. I can't imagine killing and eating another bug. And a part of me still thinks it's wrong. But if he's really tried every alternative, is it really wrong for him to do what he has to survive? When the only other option is to slowly starve to death? He must have fallen asleep watching over me. I shouldn't wake him yet. I shouldn't leave without saying goodbye to Harmonia first. It might give him the wrong idea if I just disappear after all that. They're not an aphid. Harmonia did say we were the only aphids in the area. They look like a mealybug. The poor thing. They probably had no idea what was coming. I know it probably doesn't mean much, but thank you for your sacrifice, even if it wasn't a willing one. It's because of you that someone important to me is able to keep living. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to protect you on my own. Oggie? Og, you don't have to look at that. No, I wanted to. If we're friends, then this is a side of you that I need to accept. It won't do me any good to ignore it or pretend it doesn't exist, just because it makes me uncomfortable. Thank you, Oggie. You should probably get home, huh? People might have started to notice you're gone. Ah, you're right. I've been gone for a while now, I'm sure. Hopefully Bean hasn't noticed. Bean? He's one of my friends in the glade. Well, my only friend there, really. Do you want me to walk you back? It should be pretty safe out right now, but you never know. That would be nice. Thank you. Probably not a good idea to go back in that way. Well, I guess this is goodbye for today. Guess so. You sure you're gonna be all right? Yeah, I'll be fine. Thank you, Harmonia. I'll see you soon, okay? I promise. Heh, all right. You better be planning on keeping that promise. Otherwise, I might have to come pay you a visit myself. Hey, what are you doing up there? I was just... So you're the one I've been seeing slinking around at night. What do you think you're doing, going behind our backs? I'm sorry. I just wanted to, explore outside of the glade. Do I know you? Huh? There are a lot of us, so probably not officially? No, I do know you. You're the one who old habits die hard, huh? Well, we won't be making the same mistake as last time. Last time? What is he talking about? You're coming with me. Wait, let's resist. Hey, let go of me. Stop struggling. You're not going anywhere, you little pest. Shit, you couldn't just come along easily, could you? I guess it doesn't matter whether you die now or later. Where am I? It looks like some sort of prison. But how did I get here? I was with Harmonia and then... The ant, he attacked me. I remember now. He hit me pretty hard, but I feel fine now? Maybe it was just my imagination? What am I doing here, though? Why do the ants even have a place like this? There's another cell over there and some beyond it as well. How often do they need these things? Hello? Is anyone there? So you actually woke up? Yeah. Why wouldn't I? Do you not remember? I remember you hitting me. I remember there was a lot of blood, but your wounds have already healed, correct? It looks like it. How long was I unconscious? A little under an hour. But how is that possible? That's what we've been wondering. You took quite a tumble. You definitely broke a limb, judging by how it was bent. But you're completely fine, not even an hour later. Are you sure that it was really that bad? Maybe it looked worse than it really was. I suppose we'll have to find out. Hey, let go of my arm. What are you... Stop! Stop! My arm! Depending on how fast it heals, we'll have our answer. I'll be back in an hour. What's wrong with you? You can't just break my arm and leave me here. You've been neglecting your work in favor of disobeying us and sneaking out of the colony. On top of that, instead of cooperating and explaining yourself, you resisted me and tried to escape. Not only have you thrown our hospitality back in our faces, you've proven yourself detrimental to the safety of the colony. Do you understand the position you're in? If I were you, I would hope you don't heal. What is that supposed to mean? Come back here. Explain yourself. Poor little guy. It's been an hour. My arm, it's already healed. I can't feel any of the pain anymore. It's like it never even happened. How is this even possible? I guess some bugs can regrow limbs when they lose them, but it shouldn't happen that quickly, should it? What do you want? Your arm? It's healed, isn't it? No, it still hurts a lot. It hurts to move it. Come over here. No. I said, come here. You can either come here and let me check your arm, or I can come over there and break your other one. As I expected, your bones have already repaired themselves. So what does that mean then? It means we've just hit the mother lode. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. You, my dear, are an infinite food source. Have you ever wondered how we ants protect this glade so effectively? Other ants, beetles, things like that, we can fight those off easily enough if we have to. But larger threats like birds, wasps, even with our numbers, we wouldn't stand a chance. Oh, he's gonna be partial bait. So in order to keep peace, we've established a sort of business deal with neighboring colonies and flocks. You aphids make more honeydew than we could possibly need. Not to mention when you die, tossing out the bodies attracts scavengers. So we found a solution to the excess. Materials you all produce. Other bugs, birds, and reptiles are more than happy to take these things off of our hands. And in return, they leave our colony in peace. No need for conflict if they're getting what they want the easy way. You're selling our bodies? To other animals? Don't look so mortified. What else are we supposed to do with them? It's a waste to just bury them or toss them down the tree. This way we can keep the glade clutter-free and keep our allies satisfied. But who gave you the right to decide that for us? You never asked us if we were okay with that arrangement. You didn't give us a say in the matter. Why should you care? You get to live safely and eat your fill, while we take care of the messy parts of life. We're doing you a favor, really. You're a smart bug, smarter than most of those other cattle out there. So I'm sure you can piece together what's going to happen to you from here. What do you mean? An endless supply of meat. Do you realize what a benefit this will be to the colony? Instead of waiting for aphids to die naturally or culling the troublemakers, we can harvest it freely when we need to. The production rate will increase exponentially, and we'll be able to get even more resources from our allies in return. And you've given us the perfect excuse for it. After all, why should we feel guilty when you've been showing that Ladybug how to enter the glade? How did you? Did you honestly believe we wouldn't find out? We have eyes and ears everywhere. Not to mention you brought him to the edges of our territory in broad daylight. We could forgive shirking your work. even sneaking out of the glade to do as you pleased. But conspiring with a threat to the colony, that's not something we can overlook. You can't do this. There are people who will notice I'm missing. They'll ask questions. So we tell them you were eaten by that ladybug friend of yours. Unless you're talking about him, of course. Not to worry though, we've located his territory. And we'll be dealing with him soon enough. No, you can't. He's a threat to the aphids we protect, and he hasn't stopped skulking around our territory. It's in everyone's best interest that he's eliminated. I do have to thank you for showing us where he's been living, really. No, you can't do this. He hasn't hurt anybody. He promised he wouldn't eat any of the aphids. You have no reason to go after him. Do whatever you want to me, but please, leave him alone. You really think that you're in a position to make demands? Look at yourself. We've always been able to do whatever we want with you. You're our property. Whatever happens outside this cage is no longer of any concern to you. Do you understand? You're a body. You're meat. That's all you've ever been. Your time just came a bit earlier than the rest. There's no point in trying to hide. We know where you are. It'll be easier on you if you just cooperate. But I guess it doesn't really matter either way now, does it? Bad ending. Meat. Oh my god, that's dark. Welp. Oh. Did not like that one bit. Alright. So I believe to get one of the neutral ends, we just don't resist the ant instead. I'll see you soon, okay? I promise. Heh, alright. You better be planning on keeping that promise. Otherwise, I might have to come pay you a visit myself. Hey, what are you doing up there? You're coming with me. Wait. Don't resist. Don't have your limbs torn off. Oh god. Honestly, the bad ending is very traumatizing. I'll come with you. Just, ow. Don't be so rough. I'm coming, okay? What is this place? Why do the ants even have a prison like this? How often could they even need it? Alright, so what's gonna happen since we're not, probably gonna become meat? I hope. It's hard to tell time in here, but it's been at least a day since I was left in here. How long are the ants planning on keeping me in here? Hello? Is there anyone out there? Hello? Will you quiet down? We're trying to work here. Sorry. I was wondering how long I have to stay in here. How long? Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you're gonna be in there for a while, kid. I know I was sneaking out of the glade, but I don't see how that justifies locking me up like this. If you guys would just let me explain myself. Not much to explain, is there? You've been shirking your work to run around and play with that ladybug of yours. You even led him right to another entrance into the glade. How did you... You think we haven't noticed someone skulking around the glade after curfew? Or sneaking into the western glade? One of the other aphids took note when you didn't come back last night. So, naturally, we were on the lookout for you. I saw you walk right up to the edge of the glade with that ladybug. Tell me, how stupid are you? Not only have you been wasting our resources feeding them to that ladybug, but you've shown him another way to break into the colony, and you honestly thought no one would find out. You've proven yourself to be a threat to the colony in more ways than one. You understand what that means, right? You're not seeing the lights of day again. So, you're just going to leave me in here? For a while, until this month's supply is ready. Then you'll be shipped out with the rest. Oh no, we're still gonna be meat. The rest? What do you mean? You'll find out soon enough, won't you? What am I supposed to do now? I could try and escape, but I have no idea where I am, and if I get caught, I'll be in even more trouble than I already am. But if I just stay here, I don't know what's going to happen to me then either. I'm tired. Maybe if I sleep on it, I'll think of something. Mr. Aphid, I've been waiting for you. I'm sorry I took so long. The ants have been getting more overprotective lately. I'm not sure how often I'm going to be able to come and see him from now on. If things keep up this way, I won't be able to sneak off and meet him as easily. Well, now that you're here, what should we play? Oh, I know. Let's play hide and seek. Come on, Oggie. Let's go. Wait a second. I need to talk to you about something. What is it? Why do you look so sad? Did I do something wrong? No, you're okay. You haven't done anything wrong. What would you do if one day I wasn't able to come see you anymore? Well, I would wait until the next time you could come. But if I couldn't come again, if one day I stopped showing up, what would you do? Are you gonna stop coming to see me? But Mr. Aphid, you promised. You promised you would always come back. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. I'm not going to stop visiting you. I'm worried that someday something might happen to me, and I won't be able to get to you for a long time. I just don't want you to be stuck here. waiting for me for that long. It's okay, Oggie. If something happens to you, I'll come and save you. I'll beat up all of the bad bugs and rescue you. That's really sweet, but I don't know if it'll be that easy. If only there was a way that we could live together without the ants getting in the way. But the only thing I can think of is if we ran away together and can I do that? If it was for him, then maybe. Oh, yes, you can. How many days has it been? The ants haven't even come back to check on me. I'm starting to get hungry. I wonder if Harmonia is worried. He probably thinks that I don't want to see him anymore, or that I'm scared of him after what happened. I need to get out of here. But what will happen if the ants catch me? Will they throw me back in here? Or will they do something worse? The intruder has breached the tree. I repeat, the intruder has... There you are! Harmonia? Harmonia, what are you doing here? How are you here? I'm here to bust you out. But how did you know I was here? After a few days of no showing, I started to worry that something might have happened. So I snuck into the glade and noticed your scent led straight into the tree and nowhere else. My scent? I was worried that you would think I was avoiding you after what happened. I mean, I won't lie. The thought crossed my mind, but you promised you'd come back. I was worried that you might have gotten caught sneaking back in during the day, and that you could be in trouble, and it looks like I was right. So enough small talk. Let's get you out of here. Wow. Since when have you been so strong? Since always. The only reason those ants got the drop on me the first time was because there were so many of them. Speaking of which, we should probably get out of here before the backup catches up. Oh gosh, how many ants did you? I just knocked them out. Don't give me that look. Honestly, it probably wouldn't have mattered if you did do more than knock them out. Did they do something to you? No, not exactly. Did they hurt you? No. I mean, they were kind of rough with me when they brought me here. It's just, they were saying some weird stuff about shipping me out, and then they just kind of left me here. I don't know what they meant by it, but I have a really bad feeling about it. We should get out of here before more of them come. Right. All right. Hold on tight. I'm gonna fly us out of here, okay? Wait a sec. So, what did you want to do from here? I'm not sure. I can't go back there. Not when they can pick me out from the crowd. I mean, you're more than welcome to stay with me. I don't know if that's something you'd want, but my home is open to you. Always. Thank you, Harmonia. I didn't want to assume or anything. I mean, it's pretty much my fault any of this happened, right? You wouldn't have started sneaking around if I'd never busted in, and you wouldn't have gotten caught if it weren't for me either. Hey, give me a little credit. I'm the one who decided to sneak out that first night, and the one who decided to drag you back to your house. All right. Given how spunky you can get, something tells me you would have found a way out of there even if I hadn't gotten involved. You don't seem suited to the staying in one place life, honestly. Yes, I messed up speaking, and that's gonna be hard to cut out, so it'll probably stay in there. What about you then? Are you suited to the stay-at-home life? Guess I've never really thought about it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like my home. I like having a place I can call mine and taking care of it. But it's not like I've never imagined what it's like beyond this forest. I've done my share of exploring, but I guess I've always been a bit hesitant to go beyond a certain point. But if I had someone else with me, maybe it wouldn't feel so daunting. So, you're saying if I'm there to hold your hand, you think you could handle it? Hey, I was trying to be sincere. I know. I'm just teasing you. I think it would be really nice to see the world with a friend. Are you sure you'd be okay being around me that much, though? I mean, with the whole having to eat people thing? It might take some time getting used to it, but I know there's no way around it. Besides, it's a big world. Maybe there's something beyond this forest you could eat that doesn't involve hunting other bugs. Maybe there is. I guess we won't know until we look, huh? So let's look together. It's a promise. Neutral ending, nomads. Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, so here we are. We have to talk to Bean to get the other two endings. Now, I am going to see what happens when we say, do you like it here? But that is not the right question, according to the guide. So, do you like it here? Bean, do you like it here? In the glade, I mean. Of course, I love it here. There's all the food we can eat, all the company we could need, and we're safe from any predators. It's all an aphid could ever hope for, right? I mean, when you put it that way, it does sound pretty perfect. But, I don't know. Don't you ever get bored? There really isn't much to do around here besides eat and sleep. It's better than running around and hiding from people who want to eat us, though, isn't it? I'd take being a bit bored over living in fear all the time any day. I guess you have a point. I don't know if I feel the same, though. After all, it's not like we really have much of a choice in the matter, right? It'd be one thing if the ants let us come and go as we please, but I don't know. Something about it all just doesn't sit right sometimes. Well, I'm gonna get back to work. Nice talking with you, Bean. Alright. Same to you, Oggie. Bye! Now we'll ask him the other question. Say, Bean, do you ever want to leave the glade? Not particularly. Why would I need to? It's not about needing to. Just, do you ever want to? No, not really. It's not very safe out there. You know, ladybugs, birds, and who knows what else. I'd rather stay in here where it's safe and there's lots of food. Right, that makes sense. Haha. Well, I should go. Gotta get some sap before it's all gone. Okay. Well. Sorry, but this section is still off limits for the time being. Understood. Not much to do. Let's eat and rest. And I'll probably be skipping through some of this stuff because I believe a lot of it's going to be the same. Alright, if I've done this correctly... Oh, good morning, Oggie. Well, he looks unhappy, so we've done something. We've done it right. Morning, Bean. Ugh. What's up? Is everything okay? You seem a little out of it. Oh, I'm fine. I guess I'm just a little tired. I know that feeling. I'm sure you do. You're always waking up late and talking about how much trouble you have falling asleep at night. You're a regular sleepyhead, you know? Haha. Yeah, I guess I am. I hope that you sleep better tonight, Bean. I'll catch you later, okay? See you later. There's no ant guarding the glade. Maybe I could look around and see how Harmonia got in the first time. It would be helpful to have multiple routes out of here. Now let's see, how did Harmonia get in? Well, now I know. Let's see, the foliage is pretty dense here. But if I look a little closer... There's a hollowed section in this tree. The ants must have made it and forgot about it. If I just follow this path, then it should take me out to the eastern glade. He's on to us. I think there might have been some misunderstanding. I can't live off of honeydew alone. It's got, like, 0 nutrients. What? But I thought... Alright. If I had the answer, I'd have given it to you by now. Oh god, I love them. And here's his little nightmare. You do think I'm a monster. Ah, just a nightmare. I must have cried myself to sleep. What time is it? I know it probably doesn't mean much, but thank you for your sacrifice. Og, you don't have to look at that. No, I wanted to. If we're friends, then this is a side of you that I need to accept. Thank you, Oggie. You should probably get home, huh? People might have started to notice you're gone. Ah, you're right. Hopefully Bean hasn't noticed. Oh, he has. All right. Well, I guess this is goodbye for today. Guess so. You sure you're gonna be all right? Yeah, I'll be fine. Thank you, Harmonia. I'll see you soon, okay? I promise. All right. You better be planning on keeping that promise. Otherwise, I might have to come pay you a visit myself. Like hell you are. The ants? But how did they know to come to this exit? So the reports were true. You are in leagues with the Ladybug. Reports? No, this isn't what it looks like. It's a misunderstanding. Harmonia isn't a bad guy. He doesn't want to eat any of us. Is that what he told you? Or is that just what you're telling us? Well, wait, please. If you just give me a second to explain everything, there's no need to fight, I swear. Oh, Oggie, give it a rest already. Will you? Uh-huh. I knew you were acting strange, but I didn't want to believe you were getting up to something like this. Who the hell are you? But Bean, what's going on? You've been acting off ever since that Ladybug first showed up. At first, I thought you were just shaken up like everyone else, but then you started disappearing at night. Sneaking back in at the crack of dawn, I didn't want to think anything of it. But then I saw you slip into the western glade, and I heard you talking about finding how the Ladybug got in. Then it all finally made sense. Bean, no! This is all a big misunderstanding. I would never do something to endanger you or the others. You say that, but here you are, about to smuggle that same Ladybug into our glade. He wasn't smuggling anyone. I was just walking him home. That's enough out of you. First you invade the Great Queen's colony, then you injure one of our soldiers. Now you've corrupted one of our aphids. And you expect us to hear you out? You're a greedy cattle thief. Nothing more. Cattle? Don't talk about them like that. Stop! What are you doing? Bean, you have to listen to me. This isn't what it looks like at all. Harmonia isn't a bad guy. We're friends. You asked me if I wanted to leave the glade. Is this why? Were you trying to get me out before you let your new friend in to massacre us? What? No, that isn't what I meant at all. Bean, please, if you would just listen to me. Oggie! You bastard, you're supposed to protect him. Harmonia. Oh, Oggie. You always did care more about our predators than yourself. Stop! What are you doing? Leave him alone. Please, he's just a baby. He doesn't want to hurt anybody. Harmonia, hang on. It'll be okay. I'll get someone who can help. So just hold on. But Bean, quick, we have to get help. The ants, they're... It's okay, Oggie. I told the ants about that scary ladybug. He won't be able to hurt anybody now. What? You told the ants? But, Bean, how? Why? The ants just want to keep us safe, Oggie. But you were always sneaking off to play with that ladybug. I knew you were going to get hurt eventually, or get somebody else hurt. So I told the ants, and now everyone will be safe. No, Bean, he's just a little kid, like us. We can't let them do this. Don't be stupid, Oggie. Ladybugs aren't our friends. Even babies are dangerous. Just let the ants take care of it, okay? He hasn't done anything wrong, though. He hasn't hurt anybody. Yet. No, I won't. He's my friend. I made a promise that I would take care of him. Woof. I finally remember that day when I decided to run away with the little ladybug with Harmonia. The ant showed up all of a sudden and... Bean, I thought we were friends. Why would he do this? That doesn't matter right now. I finally remembered something important. Harmonia, where are you? I'm right here. There's no need to shout. Harmonia, are you okay? I've been better, but I've been worse, too. Are you all right? I'm okay. My head is a bit sore, but I remembered something important. Yeah, something that'll get us out of here, hopefully. No, unfortunately, I'm not even sure where here is, to be honest. You're in the colony's holding cells. Holding cells? You mean we're actually inside of the colony? Like the main tree? That is correct. This is where we hold any captured threats to the colony, be it the Great Queen or the Aphid herd. About that, I know that this looks bad, but I swear, Harmonia and I aren't threats. He promised me that he wouldn't attack the colony, and he's kept that promise. He's really not a bad... You always were more trouble than you were worth. What? I remember you from when you were young. The little runaway. always sneaking off to feed your pet Ladybug. Years later and you're back to the same old habits. You'd think you would have learned your lesson the first time. I knew we should have killed that larva when we had the chance. He hadn't even done anything. You all just attacked him on sight. You didn't even give me a chance to explain. What was there to explain? How you were wasting our time and resources, raising a threat to the colony's existence? Your time and resources? Yes, our resources. You lot belong to the colony. You can pretend all you want it's an equal relationship, but let's be honest with each other. There was nothing stopping us from marching in here and taking things by force. So what now? You kill us? Or am I too valuable as livestock for you to kill off? Hardly. We have hundreds more of you spread across this tree, with hundreds more being born every day. Maybe when you were a child, the herd's numbers weren't large enough to spare any aphids. But now that you've proven yourself to be a danger to the herd and the colony, there's no reason to keep you around. Don't worry though, you still have some use to us alive. For now, at least. And what would that be? We have a flock of birds who have been waiting on their monthly supply of honeydew. They're always willing to pay extra if we throw in some extra protein into the mix. Wait, you've been using our honeydew to make deals with others? Outside the colony? Naturally, you lot make more than we could ever need. The queen is practically sick of the stuff at this point. But other colonies, other bugs, even some birds, they can't get enough of the stuff. We've established trade relations with species all through the forest. We give them honeydew and any deceased or particularly troublesome aphids. And they give us resources and leave the colony untouched. We could have been doing those things on our own. We could have been building relations with other species, creating a community in the forest. But you took that from us. You isolated us from everyone, so we could be dependent on you. You've kept us living in fear of everyone, thinking that our only hope for survival is you. But that's not true. That's why you were so scared of me befriending Harmonia. You weren't worried about the safety of the herd. You were worried we would realize we don't need you. You tell him, Oggie. Shut up. The both of you. I don't know why you're so surprised. Survival of the fittest is a cruel game, but we all play it the best we can. It's not our fault you're at the bottom of the food chain. We'll be back in a few hours to collect you for our trade partners. I suppose you can enjoy this little reunion of yours for a bit longer. Bastard! When the others learn the truth, we'll chase you all out of here. Just you wait. I can't believe this. I know now isn't a great time to say I told you so, but no, you were right. Harmonia, what are we gonna do? They'll be back before we know it, and then... All right, let's not go giving in to despair just yet. Let's see, if I could just get up there, then... How did you... Wings? I'm surprised they didn't tear them off, but yay! Whoa, hey. Hey, it's alright. We're gonna figure this out, okay? No matter what happens, I'm not gonna let anyone hurt you. Got it? Harmonia, do you remember how you told me you needed to find an aphid, but you didn't know why? Yeah. You also said you don't remember a lot about before you hatched, from your cocoon, and that aphid plushie, you found it with you when you first woke up. Yeah, what about all that? I told you I'd remembered something important, and I did, but I'm not sure if you remember it yet. The little ladybug I was friends with, I think that was you. And the aphid you needed to find, I think that was me. I found you all alone by the riverbank. We would meet every few days in a little cave where I'd give you honeydew and I would tell you stories and we would play together. The cave? You know about the cave? When I hatched out of my cocoon, it wasn't a cave by the riverside. Yes, Harmonia, the little ladybug. It was you. I remember you, Harmonia. Oh, Harmonia, I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you were okay. When the ants came and Bean took me away, I was so scared they had killed you. I was so scared that I'd failed you and that I'd never get to see you again. Oggie, it was you. I can't believe it. From the first time that I saw you in the glade, I thought there was something familiar about you. I went for you instinctively, and even when I didn't catch you, you still found me afterwards. I can't believe it. We found each other. After all that time, we found each other. We sure have pretty piss-poor timing, huh? Yeah, I guess so. There's gotta be some way out of here. It's all just wood. Maybe we could, I don't know, chew our way out? It's what the ants do. Blech. Gross. Now is not the time to be a picky eater. I'll look around. There's gotta be a weak spot somewhere. It looks like there's a bit of a gap in the wood here, but I can't tell what's beyond it. Just darkness. The gap in the wood here looks like it's just big enough that I could slip out. But I don't know if you'd be able to fit, Harmonia. It would be a pretty tight fit. How about you pop out and see if you can find a way to get me out? What? Don't worry about little old me. I'll be right here. Go see if you can find a key or something, all right? I'll hold down the fort. Okay, I'll be quick. Let's see. The tree is huge. There's no telling what I might run into down there. And if I get caught, then chances are I won't be seeing Harmonia again. I have to do it, though, to get us both out of here. Wait, Bean. Oggie, why are you doing this? Shouldn't I be asking you that question? We were supposed to be friends, Bean, but you never even gave me a chance to explain myself this time, and not before either. I just wanted to do what was best for us. The ants always said they were looking out for our best interests. I trusted them. I did too, Bean. But they've been taking advantage of us. All of us. I know you might not believe it, but Harmonia is a good bug. He does what he needs to do to survive. But that doesn't mean he's bad. He doesn't deserve to get sold off to some birds. If I let him out, if I let him go, will you leave with him? I mean, what other choice is there? We can't stay here. I don't even know if we'd be able to stay at Harmonia's house. The ants might hunt us down there to prove a point. But can I really leave, knowing what's going on here? I can't just pretend I don't know what the ants are doing and leave Bean and the others to their own devices. What can I even do to stop them, though? I'm just one aphid, even with Harmonia, and maybe Bean, that's just 3 bugs. And if I could hardly get Bean to hear me out, how can I get the entire glade to listen to us? Well, are you going to leave me? Leave him? Wait, does he not want me to leave? If we talk to the ants, then maybe we can make a deal with them. We can show them that you're not a danger to the rest of us, and everything can go back to normal. It can't though, Bean. Nothing can go back to the way it was, now that we know what we know. Alright, I think the neutral end is to say we're gonna leave. I can't stay here, Bean. Not when I know the ants are selling our bodies if we step out of line. But, Oggie, it isn't safe out there. Especially not with that ladybug. It isn't safe here, Bean. You've just seen that. Even if I wanted to stay, do you think the ants are going to turn a blind eye to all of this? Again? And do you really expect me to just abandon Harmonia after we finally found each other again? I don't understand. What's so special about some horrible aphid-eating beetle? I'm the one who's always been here for you, Oggie. I'm the one who looks out for you. What does this monster have that I don't? Even when we were little, you only cared about him. Why him? Why not me? Harmonia? Oh my. Sorry, half pint, but he's mine. Come on, Og. Let's get out of here. If the ants didn't hear that little lover's spat, they definitely heard that. Right. Sorry. Huh? What for? I kinda made your decision for you, didn't I? No, I'd already decided. Even if there were some way for me to keep living in the glade, I wouldn't want to when I know what they're willing to do, what they're already doing. I don't think your house is going to be a safe place for us either, though. Yeah, something tells me we might have to say bye to this forest altogether. The ants did say they have connections all through it. Well, I did always want to see more of life outside of the glade. And at least this way we can see it together. I like the sound of that. Oh, neutral ending, sightseers. That's so cute. Now to get the true ending on this route. Alright, this time we choose to stay. Bean? Oggie, why are you doing this? Shouldn't I be asking you that question? Well, are you going to leave me? Leave him? Wait, does he not want me to leave? Fine. We'll stay here. I hope my mouth didn't make a weird noise when I said that. I can't just leave knowing what I do. The ants have been taking advantage of us for years, making us think we're weak, that the world is out to get us, all while using what we make behind our backs to strengthen themselves. It isn't fair, it isn't right. We have to do something, Bean. We can't just let them keep using us like this. What are we supposed to do, though? The ants are stronger than us. Even if there's hundreds of us, there's hundreds of them, too. I'm not sure. I don't have a plan yet, and I know that it won't be easy. But maybe if we can show them that we're not worth the trouble to keep, then maybe they'll give up? I don't know about that. Those guys don't strike me as the type to just give up. You saw how long they can hold a grudge. We're gonna have to do more than just show them you're not worth the trouble. What do you have to do with any of this? Even I can tell that this shit is messed up. It's one thing if you guys were all on the same page, but clearly the ants have been going behind your guys' backs for a reason. They know they're being shady and they know you guys wouldn't agree to it. It's exactly like Oggie said. They've been forcing you guys to depend on them when you could be doing all this stuff on your own. And besides that, Oggie's my friend. If this is important to him, then it's important to me too. Harmonia. Disgusting. You say something, Bean Boy. So, what do you suggest we do? March into the glade and tell everyone the truth? Do you think they'll listen? Do you think they'll care? If you really think about it, the ants have been doing us all a favor. We don't even have to interact with all of those scary predators, thanks to them. But if it weren't for the ants, we wouldn't have to be scared of everyone. We could trade with them ourselves and form alliances. We could make friends. Why would you want to be friends with someone who would eat you if the chips were down? I don't really have an answer. Some people have to depend on others to live, and that's not their fault. They didn't choose to be born this way, any more than we chose to be born at the bottom of the food chain. I don't think that means there's no way for us to see eye to eye, though. We can still respect each other as people. In the meantime, you really are naive, huh? Here, take this key and get out of here. But, Bean, what about you? You're going to save us all, right? So I guess I'll see you when you've come up with a plan. Come on, Harmonia, let's get out of here. Do you think we'll be safe here? For now, yeah. I don't think they'll think to look here, and even if they did, it'd take them some time to get across the river. How are you feeling? I don't know, kind of numb, I guess. Just a lot to take in at once. Too much, really. Yeah. Did you mean it? About wanting to save the other aphids? Yeah. I can't let them keep living like this. They at least deserve to have the choice to live differently. Well then, I guess we've got some brainstorming to do, huh? I guess so. But I think that can wait until tomorrow. It's been a long-ass day. I think we've both earned a good nap. Agreed. Thank you, Harmonia, for sticking with me. Hey, I should be the one thanking you for that. And for finding me. After all that time, you kept your promise in the end. I guess I did, huh? Well, at least now I don't have to promise to come back. Because I won't be leaving again. Good night, Oggie. Good night, Harmonia. True End B, Uprising. Oh my god, he has the little, like, megaphone thing and everything. That's so cute. Oh, I love that. That was wonderful. Welcome to the bonus room. Congratulations on getting one of the 2 true ends. I got both. Alright. Oh my god! A biography. Harmonia, age 20. Species, Harlequin Ladybug. Likes cooking, organizing, Oggie. Dislikes lettuce and tears. An impulsive but playful ladybug. Because he's lived alone most of his life, he tends to only think of his own wants, but he doesn't really know any better. Unfortunately, I did not read that fast enough before this came up. So, a cocky but playful Harlequin ladybug. His lack of emotional maturity leads him to act impulsively, usually purely on instinct or whatever he thinks would be most fun, without taking other parties' feelings into account. Unintentionally cruel. But that doesn't mean he's usually nice. In truth, he's just lonely and acts out because of it. A good scolding will usually put him back in line. I like his kind of punk look. Oggie, 23, black bean aphid. He likes gardening, trying new things. Harmonia, dislikes stagnation, selfishness, and lack of freedom. A black bean aphid who is kind-hearted to a fault, even if a bit naive. He wants to believe there's a place for justice and coexistence in the world. Even if he hasn't been able to benefit from it yet, though kind, he isn't a pushover. And he won't hesitate to speak out when he's displeased with a situation. I'll just let y'all read that. You can pause. Being an unassuming aphid who decided to assert himself more prominently as the story went on. Initially just a throwaway NPC meant to give Oggie's home life a bit more color. In the Secret Friends route, he takes on a much more pivotal role, has some yandere tendencies when pushed, ultimately not a bad person, In reality, he feels just as trapped as Oggie, but he's convinced himself that it's better than the alternatives and forces himself to be happy in spite of it. Ant soldiers that guard the aphids. Despite their gruff appearance, most of them are generally pretty polite and amicable. Unfortunately, that doesn't change how they view their aphid comrades. At best, they see them as bumbling children in firm need of guidance. And at worst, they see them as nothing more than livestock. Alright. Baby Harmonia. A lonely ladybug larva who doesn't understand his place in the world, has a tendency to play too rough with smaller bugs, but doesn't mean any harm, just wants friends. Baby Harmonia was actually what kickstarted this entire idea. I saw a video about ladybug larvae and learned about their life cycle for the first time, and instantly wanted to make a character based on a ladybug larva. And if you make a ladybug, you have to make an aphid to go with it. True. Bird. A reminder that there's always someone above you on the food chain. Well, unless you're an apex predator. But I know enough about biology to confidently say that a ladybug is not one. The first character sprite I designed myself while working on this project. I wasn't completely satisfied with his walk cycle, but I was worried about messing it up, so his movements are pretty simple. Cute. Hi, I'm Ip, aka BugByte, the creator of this game. First off, I want to say thank you so much for playing. This is my first game and I'm sure it shows, so I really appreciate you taking the time to play it and get to the bonus room. If you're reading this, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Feel free to ask me some questions or just poke around the room. Will we ever see Harmonia and Oggie again? By the way, the creator does draw art of them, so even if there's no other game, we can see them. Maybe someday. There are a lot of stories I would like to hopefully tell, but in honesty, I've already started imagining what Oggie and Harmonia might get up to after the events of each ending, and I think it would be fun to develop their relationship further and explore the aftermath of the two routes. So, in short, they'll probably be back someday, but I can't guarantee when. Ants are cool. Why are they the bad guys? I love ants, and it pained me to make them the antagonists. But while anthropomorphizing the species, there were a few ways I could incorporate the farming dynamic between them, and making the ants antagonists just felt like the best storytelling decision. I would love to make a game where ants are the protagonists at some point, but it may be a while before that comes to fruition. Haha. What is Oggie's and Harmonia's relationship? I thought a lot about how I wanted to answer this question and kept coming up short. The truth is, I went into this with the intent of writing them as a couple that would get together at the end of the story, but while writing that just didn't feel like a natural conclusion for the actual game. I think their relationship straddles the blurry line between queer, platonic, and romantic. They love each other, plain and simple, but they really don't have anything else to compare their feelings to. So I don't think they could say whether they're in love with each other or not. As an aro ace person who enjoys writing romance, I think that any interpretation that resonates with you personally is valid, and that's where I'll leave it for now. Does that mean if I do another project with the two characters, their relationship will never develop beyond where it's been left off here? Definitely not, but that will be another story for another day and another time, and we'll cross that road when we get to it. I was gonna say they either had the feeling of characters who are interested in each other romantically, or a queer platonic relationship where they're close, but not like seeking romance. Why are the routes so different? Initially, it was just going to be a game where Oggie gets captured by Harmonia, but on a whim, I started making the outcome for if you escape the first encounter, and it just kind of spiraled on from there. I liked the idea of the route feeling like its own standalone game, and after making the prisoner route, I felt like it would be nice to explore a different side of the relationship. Another possibility for how the two could have met and come to be friends. I think that the two routes were also a good chance to explore the two characters more closely. One route is more about Harmonia's emotional growth, while the other is more about Oggie's. Also, again, this was my first game, so I was kind of flying by the seat of my pants and just having fun with it. Last question, why aphids? I'm a fan of bugs in general, and I tend to gravitate towards the less loved critters, even within bug-loving circles. Something about how dopey and helpless they are just really endears me to them, and their life cycles / biology are genuinely interesting. If you have any interest in bugs and aren't already familiar with aphids, I definitely recommend looking into them a little more. They're fascinating little guys. From a storytelling standpoint, though, I thought that an aphid would make for a good underdog type of character based on species alone. They're preyed on by so many species and generally disliked by most humans, with most of my research on them leading me through pages and pages of people sharing the best ways to get rid of them. I thought trying to take such an unassuming and unpopular bug and making them into a protagonist you want to root for would be fun. It was. Alright, let me out of here. Okay, bye. Thank you again so much for playing Life Cycles. It was fun. I actually quite liked this game. Yes. Thank you again for playing. Well, alrighty, that was Life Cycles, and it was so cute! I'm a big fan of anthropomorphic bugs, obviously, but this was a fun take on it. It's a fun take on how their societies might be if they were anthropomorphized. And of course, after getting to see the bonus room and getting to know about them a bit better, yeah, I can say for sure that Oggie and Harmonia have chemistry that could be construed as beyond friends, but I could also absolutely accept them as queer platonic friends. Now, I do believe that queer platonic tends to delve deeper than just regular friendship, but I also think regular friendship can be very deep, so that's, not saying much. So, it could really go either way. But I would love to see more of them and more of their relationship at some point. But for now, we're gonna leave this here. That was a lot of fun. The two routes were really cool. There was a lot of differences in them. And if you made it this far, thank you all for watching. And if you want to see more of me, but you haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe. I upload videos, I think at the moment it will still be twice a week, but very soon I'm going to try to get back to 3 times a week, so keep an eye out for that, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye.